in Fairy Tail chapter 351, Eternal Flame. So, the chapter begins with Natsu is finally reverted back to his original form. Lucy, Flare, and Wendy run into him. They finally caught up to him. Natsu's surprised to see Flare, but Lucy told him that she's not the enemy, she's from the Sun Village. So then Natsu says this: so then the whole village situation must be pretty tough for you. Fairy Tail's reputation is at stake, so we'll definitely get things back to normal around here. Yeah. Fairy Tail's reputation's definitely at stake. That and the, frozen giants and the entire village that's at stake. I mean, really, Natsu? The giants are at stake, the village is at stake, not just Fairy Tail's reputation. So anyway, Flare was trying to guide Wendy and Lucy to the Eternal Flame, which has led them to the mountain being guarded by the two giants. The same mountain that Erza climbed up to. The voice that Natsu heard was coming from the mountain. And it turns out that it wasn't really the mountain, it was the village's guardian, the Eternal Flame. Then again, now that I think about it, how the hell can this fire be frozen? I mean, think about it scientifically. Fire is a chemical reaction caused by combustion. You need something that's combustible, not only that, but add in oxygen and heat. And fire is basically made out of like nitrogen, carbon dioxide, oxygen, and probably a whole bunch of other stuff. And if you try to freeze fire, the chemical reaction will just stop, and basically the fire will just stop as well. It would go out. Then again, I don't think science probably applies to a world with magic, but this ice must have some special properties, which has been hinted at, but we don't know where the ice came from still. So yeah. Anyway, the giant mountain turns out to be the Eternal Flame, which is freaking huge. And then all of a sudden they hear something and they see Gray, Happy, and Charle running towards them, and they're being chased by the weird ass bird eyeball thing. And if you guys are wondering why the hell it ate Doriarte, well, we don't know. Still. Probably because Doriarte was going to say something about Hell's Gate and it tried to stop it from revealing anything else. Then again, we don't even know what Succubus's intentions are. And this was the bird that rode Minerva and Doriarte into this place. And by the way, if you're wondering about the Erza and Minerva fight, we're not going to see that. And frankly, I don't really care that much about it, to be honest, because we know Erza's going to win. So anyway, Gray, Happy, and Charle are being chased by the bird. And of course, because everything is going on, it was pretty hard for Gray to register what is happening, especially when he recently just met Flare from Raventail. It seems that Gray said that he could try to melt the ice around here while Natsu deals with the bird, and the rest of the girls, they just don't do anything. They just stand there and watch. Yeah. But there was actually this nice panel of Natsu and Gray, which looks like they're tagging out, like giving a little hand slap before they head off to taking care of their own business. That's pretty nice, seeing them like this, every now and then, not always like arguing. So Natsu deals with the bird by kicking it right in the eye. It's basically, you think the eye would be its weakness, which it managed to do some damage, but the bird actually recovers and grabs Natsu with its claw and then flings him up in the air. And then he just slams his fire fist onto the bird's eye again, all the while saying this: the Eternal Flame has to be restored. That fire is definitely going to save this village. So yeah, that bird is taken down easily. Not even like one chapter like Doriarte. It just took like a couple of panels. And bird's gone just like that. Poof! Down on the ground. Probably dead, don't know, but it's down for the count for now. Since Gray was able to channel that ice through his body again, when he fought against Doriarte, it seems that he could try to be able to use his ice make magic to mold the ice or change it into something that will suit his form. Makes sense, I guess. So Gray tries to melt the ice from the Eternal Flame, and it seems to have worked, but the fire disappeared right when it was finally free from the ice prison. And again, I guess maybe science probably does apply to Fairy Tail. Once you try to freeze fire, the chemical reaction will stop, hence the fire will go out. So I'm probably gonna assume that either the fire probably did went out when the ice was being melted from it, that or it teleported away somewhere, that or it's taken a form of something else. Maybe science does apply to fairy tale, maybe science doesn't. Everybody's shocked and surprised, but then all of a sudden Wendy senses something, senses this feeling, this magical power, and that is where the chapter ends. So yeah, that is Fairy Tale chapter 351. What did I think? Well, honestly, this was a okay chapter. There was nothing a lot that made me go hyped over it or angry over it, so it was okay. I thought, okay, maybe Gray might be able to free the Eternal Flame, but it disappeared for some reason. Not sure why or how. Next week's chapter, 352, will be called The Flame's Voice. So that probably means the Eternal Flame hasn't completely disappeared yet. But I really hope we get to learn more about this mystery. There's like so much going on in this arc, and yet we still haven't learned a couple things. We don't know Succubus Eye's intentions. We don't know why Doriarte was eaten by the bird thing. We don't know who the hell that voice belonged to when it told Gray that Deliora was gone. Was it Ol or Ultir? I mean, it couldn't be Ol because she's now the ocean, and it can't be Ultir because she's an old lady unless she's dead. That still didn't make any sense when that happened in that chapter. Also, if the voice belongs to the Eternal Flame, does this mean the Eternal Flame is living? It's an actual entity or something? Hell, we don't even know where the ice came from and who or what froze the Sun Village and its inhabitants, the giants. So, like, are we ever gonna learn these things in these next chapters? I hope so, because there's so much we have to know about this arc. And honestly, the beginning of the arc started off better than I thought it would. But then again, I mean, compared to like how bad the Grand Magic Games and the Eclipse Gate and the Dragon Invasion was, this was actually good compared to that, probably. But I just hope that Hiro Mashima will actually like reveal some things that, you know, got us really confused about, you know, answer some of the questions that have been going on in this arc. Hopefully that will happen next week. But this week, overall, I thought it was okay. I did like the moment with the Gray Natsu teamwork, I won't lie. And I thought Gray was gonna actually do it, but it turns out he didn't. That's too bad. And, well, that's all I gotta say about this chapter. Not much to say much about it. It's just Gray Natsu double team to free the Eternal Flame. It almost worked, but it disappeared. Natsu beats the bird thing, and that's basically it. So yeah, that's Fairy Tale chapter 351. I'm Lunar Spiral 27, and I will see you guys later. Bye.